What's up, little shy big eye peepers? It's your girl, little shy big eyes, and today I want to talk a little bit more about the story time I posted about the young lady getting into the back and having me go to several locations because she was driving by to see if she could catch her old dude with his new flame. And I just want to really point out some other things because that particular video, I posted it on another platform and I decided to share it with you all here, but it is very serious. So one of the things I want to say is that relationships, you get involved with people, and I have noticed that I would get involved with someone because of how beautiful they look, right? Never because of what a person has, but because they're alluring, their energy, right? And then as time goes by, I don't take the time to properly get to know them, and the true essence of that person steps out and the representative goes to take a seat. And what happens is that you are now dealing with a person who doesn't deal with conflict, who doesn't communicate effectively, who will literally crash out. That's the new term. And so I want to just share, like, be mindful. And God has done this to me quite a few times. Be mindful of what a person's intentions are. God will purposefully affect your finances in a way so that you are going to deal with complications. God will purposefully come in and remove your finances so that you can see who you're really dealing with. Because if you are, you dress a certain way, you've got this business, you're spending all this money, that's an allure in itself. So the person may not necessarily be into you, they are into all the stuff that you have and the lifestyle that you are projecting, right? I want somebody who loves me whether I'm rich or financially poor. I'll never be spiritually poor. I want someone who's spiritually rich. You understand? And a person who's spiritually rich is not going to feed into what you have, what you can give them, what you have to offer them. They're going to fall in love with who you are and how your spirit and your soul makes them feel. I have had several circumstances or several relationships, or I want to say situationships, where I was prone to being a giver, like just tricking, right? And so, of course, they were not into me. They were into what they thought I could give them. And God quickly removed my finances from the equation, and I got to see who that person really was. I also want to say that just be mindful that you have credentials, right? You've got, I don't know about anybody else, but no one is worth me losing my ability to get to the bag, right? I am not pulling up on anybody's shit for the cops to get involved, and then there's court, and you got to spend money on attorneys and legal fees. I'm not doing any of that. You are not worth it. If you are putting me in the position to where I have to accelerate to that level, I'm not with you. I'm just not. And please, some commotion in the chat if you've had an experience where a person has really got you to the brink where you considered confronting them, right? But you thought about the repercussions of those particular actions and you decided to swiftly remove yourself from the equation. Me, I've come to a point where I'm not going to beg people to love me. You'll either see the worth in me or you won't. And I trust and believe in the source to provide my person. And I mean, I don't want to say too much, but I feel like he already has. I'm able to come and say exactly who I am and know that exactly who I am is enough. You get me? In the past, I was not able to do that. And I have attracted some less than stellar energy for me. I'm not gonna badmouth anyone that I've dated, married, dealt with in the past. They may be great people, but they weren't for me, right? And we put on these ears and we expect to attract people. It's like, what are you really attracting? Are you attracting that person? Are they in love with you, or are they in love with what you bring to the table financially, or what kind of fun they can have with you? So I want you guys to really, because that was a serious subject, you know what I mean? That young lady didn't think it all the way through, and I thank God for giving me this platform, because I'm professional no matter what I'm doing, whether I'm driving Uber or I'm selling houses. If I was cleaning toilets, I'm going to give the concierge level service no matter what, because my work ethic is strong, and I believe that no matter what the job is, no matter what you're doing, you're always supposed to put your best foot forward, not just because of how much the job is worth. It's a job, period, right? And at the end of the day, it could not be an option for me. So I'm very grateful. But you would imagine I meet people from all walks of life, all classes, wealthy, middle class, you name it. And for me to be able to pour into her in that way and to give her a different perspective, and to really like, look, you want to be in jail? You want to lose your life potentially for a man who wasn't able to forgive you, right? Because even in a relationship, forgiveness is a thing. No, none of us are perfect. I had a it wasn't a relationship. We were not even a couple. We were just, period. I'm seeing it for what it is, right? And this person would put me through so much bull, like so much bull. I remember they came into my room one evening and they started raging on about how I want him dead and I want this, that. I want to see him in jail. I want him to burn. And I said, God is not going to bless you saying that about people. God is not going to bless you like that. And, consider that the person that you really love loves that person. The person that you love and adore, that's their father. Like, imagine how he would feel without his father in his life. Why would, so it's like, all that being said, it was a whole commotion. The person kicked me out, just really an emotionally imbalanced individual, just wants what they want and just fueled by anger and resentment and hate. You have to really, I'm giving that as an example because being upset with a person and wanting to see them dead, first of all, is morally wrong, right? But consider who else is tied to that person. Consider who else would miss that person if they were not there, especially if you have an emotional connection to that person, right? How can I put this in a better way? Baby mamas and baby daddies, right? Baby daddy said, I can't stand my baby mama. I wish that bitch would die. But if your baby mama dies, your daughter and your son are going to be hurt. Like torn to pieces. That is what I'm saying. And for that, first of all, she burst into my room. I'm trying to enjoy my solitude. But for that, it was a whole nother confrontation, right? So you got to really understand who you're dealing with before you even get into a relationship with someone. And then when they do something that you don't care for, make sure you think about all of the consequences that can lead behind your actions. Little shy big eyes, guys. Peace.